The year was 1932 and America was gripped by one of the most tragic and sensational crimes of its time, the kidnapping of Charles LindBergh Jr., the 20-month-old son of Charles LindBergh, the famed aviator who made history with his non-stop flights across the Atlantic. The kidnapping, dubbed the crime of the century, left the nation in shock and became the center of relentless investigation and media frenzy. In this video, we will dive into the story of LindBergh baby's abduction, the harrowing investigation that followed, and the chilling trial that forever shaped American crime history. On the night of March 1, 1932, Charles and Annie LindBergh were relaxing in their mansion in Hopewell, New Jersey, when they discovered that their beloved son Charles Jr. were missing from his nursery and had written ransom note demanding $50,000 was left on the windowsill. Panic spread across the household as police were immediately notified, and the LindBergh, being one of the most high-profile families in the country, brought the case into national headlines. As investigation began, law enforcement faced tremendous public pressure to solve the case. The kidnappers had used a homemade ladder to climb into the nursery window. A detail that puzzled investigators. Over the next few weeks, multiple ransom notes were exchanged, increasing the amount of money demanding and extending the anguish of the LindBergh family. A mysterious intermediary, Dr. John Condon, acted as a go-between, delivering ransom payments in hopes of safely returning the baby. Unfortunately, on May 12, 1932, the body of Charles LindBergh Jr. was discovered in the woods near the LindBergh estate, just miles from the family home. The child had been dead for over 2 months, and his cause of death was determined to be a severe blow to the head. The news devastated the nation, and the investigation swiftly shifted to the murder case. After 2 years of intense investigation, in 1932, authorities arrested Bruno Richard Hauptmann, a German immigrant, after part of the ransom money back to him. Hauptmann was tried for the kidnapping and murder of the LindBergh baby in what became one of the most publicized trials in US history. Despite Hauptmann's claims of innocence, he was found guilty and sentenced to the death. He was executed in 1936, but questioned about his involvement and whether he acted alone or was part of a larger conspiracy continue to intrigue historians and crime enthusiasts to this day. The LindBergh baby kidnapping, after an incredible mark the nation, it led to changes in law enforcement, including the introduction of the LindBergh law, which made kidnapping a federal crime. While Bruno Hauptmann was executed for the crime, doubt lingered about his guilt, keeping the mystery alive. The case remains a symbol of both the vulnerability of even the most prominent families and relentless pursuits of justice in the face of overwhelming tragedy. As we look back into the haunting event, it serves as a reminder of how a single crime can ripple through society, influencing everything from criminal law to the media's role in shaping public opinion.